If you haven't already got your tea or coffee, I just invite you to grab that and then make your way back to your seats. We're starting 1.5 minutes. Awesome, church. If you just want to grab your seats, that'd be great. And if the host would like to start with the offering, that'd be great. Thank you. This is purely a time for those that call Heart for the City home to give. I know many of you already give online as well. I believe the bank details are appearing on the screen behind me. So thank you for all that you do. And if you haven't got time to make a note of them, the bank details can be found on the website as well. Just a couple of real quick announcements as well while I'm here. So I believe Dangerous Daughters. There we go. A bit slow on the uptake there. I believe they've got a hike today at Bells Rapids from 5 p.m. So if you're not already... Oh, sorry, you have to be female to go. Sorry, guys. We can do a guys' hike some other time. James is nodding. James is going to organise a hike for the guys in a few weeks, so look out for him. No, but if you're a female and you want to get involved in Dangerous Daughters and the hike today, make sure you see Layla, I believe, at the end of the service. Also, Young and Dangerous here again on Friday evening. That's from 6:30. This week is a competition night with prizes to be won. Hopefully the prizes will be pretty good as well. So make sure Char is out shopping this week. And also, if you're new or you've been here for a few weeks and you want to find out a little bit more about us and connect with us, I'd really encourage you to fill in one of the Connect With Us cards at the back. Just post it in that box. You can either grab myself, Dan at the end of the service, or anyone that you've come with as well that's checking us out on social media. Leave us a message and somebody from the church will be in contact with you this week. Right, I will hand over to Dan for this week's message.
Thanks, Jeff. Welcome, everyone, to Heart for the City Church. If you're new here, my name is Dan. So good to have you here in the house this morning. And we're going to jump straight into the Word right now. Last week, we looked at holiness, and we looked at this word, holy. And we looked at holiness from the unique angle of that in life, we can actually create holy moments for ourselves, for our family, for loved ones, and we can bring holiness into our homes and into our loved ones' lives from the way that we love and serve other people on behalf of our Heavenly Father. And that wrapped up in the concept of being holy is the fact that we are set apart for a purpose. And if we're set apart for a purpose, then when we serve and love God, when we serve and love others, we are engaging in a moment that is set apart for the purpose of God. And therefore, we are bringing holiness into a moment, into our households, into people's lives. And we can bring it actually into our homes and our lives and we invite our family to engage and witness holy moments as we become the hands and feet of Christ. And that is what we looked at last week. And holy moments testify to who God is. And they fulfill the great commandment to love God and love people. And so before continuing, because over the next 2 weeks, we're going to look at another two aspects of God's holiness. But before we continue, I just want to take an aside to talk about Jesus and what we're doing here, how we are saved, that it is not a merit-based salvation. In other words, for me as a believer and for everyone here who believes in the same Christ that I believe in, we do what we do out of a foundation not of earning God's love, but we love because God first loved us. You know, we are saved, we are redeemed, we have our identity in the Christ, not from anything that we could do or can't do, not from our actions, performance, or behavior, but by the work of Jesus on the cross. And that when he died on the cross for me, for you, he declared, "It is finished," meaning it's a completed work. And what God has called to completed, let no one call non-complete. All we have to do is believe in it. All we have to do is say, wow, that was for me. I accept that. I receive that. I stand on that foundation. And so for those of you that don't have this Christ in your life, or you wrestle with it, you've heard it, maybe you've heard something different, and maybe you've had the idea that so many people have that it's about what you can or can't do for God, what you can or can't do for yourself. I'm here to tell you, Jesus died for every single one of us. He paid the price that we couldn't pay because of his great love for us. And it is a finished work. And when we receive it, we have his righteousness, we have salvation, we are set apart for a purpose, which is this holiness we're delving in. And we have the identity of sons and daughters of God. And all that is through the work of the cross that we receive. And if you have never accepted that salvation before, or maybe you thought it was all about what you could do, about earning your way up, about striving, well, at the end of this message, we are going to take communion together as a church community. And I want to invite every single person to take communion with us if you want to remember what Christ has done for you. Jesus gave one qualifier for taking communion. Do this in remembrance of me. And so whether you're remembering him as we do here every week, for the first time in a long time, or for